Brian Walsh arrives in court. The Massachusetts man is being arraigned today on charges of murdering his missing wife, Ana Walshe. Here he is arriving earlier. Walsh was already in custody after pleading not guilty to misleading investigators. His wife was reportedly seen on New Year's Day leaving the couple's home near Boston. Investigators are still searching for her body.
Nick Giovanni from the CBS station in Boston is following this story for us, and he's outside the courtroom now. So, Nick, did we get any additional information? What was revealed in court today?
Anne-Marie, we're actually standing by to learn more. The arraignment set to happen at any minute now, potentially. But up to this point, court documents are under seal right now, including the arrest warrant itself. So we are standing by to learn more about what evidence actually led to these new charges. Certainly some speculation in talking with retired FBI investigators. They suspect that prosecution may have been waiting, investigators may have been waiting for DNA evidence to come back. That is one thing they're going to be looking out for. But the wheels are in motion. As you mentioned, Brian Walsh has made it here, was just led into court just around 8 o'clock this morning. The arraignment has not yet happened, though, at last check. So we are standing by to learn those details.
So, Nick, have we heard anything from attorneys on either side regarding the upgraded charges? And what are those upgraded charges?
So we have not heard much from either side at this point right now. Vlad, the prosecution simply put out a statement yesterday announcing the new charges, the charge of murder, as you mentioned, as well as improper transport of a body. Those are the two new charges Walsh is facing here this morning. We did reach out to the defense, and we have not received a response from their side yet. They did enter a plea of not guilty for the first charge. Keep in mind, Brian Walsh was back in this same courthouse just 9 days ago when he was charged with misleading investigators. Pled not guilty, rather, to that charge. We're standing by to see how the defense responds here this morning.
So I just want to remind people, part of the reason why that charge about transporting a body is rather interesting is because we don't have a body yet.
Right.
She's still missing, yet he's been charged with her murder. So they must have some significant evidence, they feel, points them in that direction. Mm-hmm. Do we know anything more about the search for her body, where that part of the investigation is going?
We do know that search has gone essentially across the greater Boston area. Investigators have gone from the South Shore, the family's Cohasset home, to the North Shore, to the nation's capital, with Ana having worked in Washington, D.C. in real estate. We know that they have scoured everything from dumpsters to trash facilities and transfer stations around the Peabody area, which is not far from Brian Walsh's mother's apartment complex, we understand, where our investigative team found just last week that investigators found at one of the trash facilities everything from a hacksaw to a rug to used cleaning supplies in a trash bag at that facility. And we had learned here in court just last week, the prosecution saying that Brian Walsh was seen on surveillance video at a Home Depot buying $450 worth of cleaning supplies the day after Ana went missing. Another piece of evidence that we know that they have found, we learned in court last week, was that when investigators went into the family's home in Cohasset, they found blood in the basement, as well as a knife with blood on it. Anne-Marie.
Wow.
All right, Nick Giovanni reporting for us. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.